Hello, hello, hi everyone. Hi Kuma, thank you for first and TTE. 大家最近还好吗？Kuma最近还好吗？再等我一下，稍等我一下拿东西。OK， 大家安哦。那么今天呢，好久不见啦！大家好久不见哦，好久没有直播了，记得就真的不好意思大家。那么今天呢，麦克就来玩原神了。不麦克Ren 就来玩原神。Okay guys, so today Ren is going to play Genshin with everyone. 有很久吗？对我来讲已经很久了，因为我最近工作嘛，就变成说忙的没有时间直播，加上晚上我有室友在，所以我也不能打扰他，所以变成说我只有在下午或傍晚的时候可以直播。没关系啊。在上面哦。Hi Zaki, how are you doing? I'm good. Just busy with work, and now it's good to have time to play some game and stream. How are you, Zaki? Is everything okay? I hope you're doing well. It's been few days. My English is getting, how to say, unimproved. No way I can fix it. Hold on me a second. Am I back? Okay, I guess it's back. Fuck you, hostile. Everyone hear me? Hi B. B, do you hear me? Yeah, thank you, B. How you been? I'm good. Just getting busy with my work actually. And since I am now having a job, so for me it's quite busy to prepare. The music is so loud. Hold on. Okay, I think everything should be fine, but yeah, I'm too busy honestly. But no worry, everything is okay. Thank you. I hope it can be a very good one. So how are you, B? Is everything okay? And how's Lace? I miss that cat boy though. I hope he is okay. This is going good. Oh wow. I got Furina. You got Furina. Let's go. I'm still trying my best to get Furina. Yeah, I haven't get Furina yet. I'm trying my best. But I do have new alert though.
Justice is blindsided.
Oh fuck you. Go die, bitch. Whoa, new alert. Thank you. Goodbye. Hi.
Let the mighty be humble.
You, you need to be lucky you are meeting me. I want to get Nibble. I end up losing him to Jin. Oh my god, constantly dying but still thriving. That's nice. Oh, we're doing well. Oh, we're doing well. Right. I don't know though, but I'm suffering from a lot, but I'm still managing to be okay. If I can tell. Yeah, it's quite suffering. Especially when you are sick and you cannot do anything. I don't know. It sucks to be sick. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. Yeah, I am sick. Yeah, starting to save up for Raiden Shogun rerun. Raiden Shogun will be 4.3, by the way.
There is no escape.
Silence. An oversight on my
Hey.
part. Quite careless.
Can you let me beat you properly? Stop. You are no manners. Very rude. Unfair and dislike. Okay. Go. Feel ashamed to yourself. You need to feel embarrassed to yourself. Okay. You too. Bye. Purina. Oh fuck. Oh well. Hey. 你那是什么名？姑妈。Hi, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to get Purina. Good thing I only want her. Yeah. For me, I'll think of Navi, I think.
Suffocate.
Okay, Raiden Shogun said very angry.
Illusion
Die.
shattered.
Don't want to play with you guys anymore. Die. Die, please. May die.
Bow your head.
Even if you are a robot, but please die. Yeah, oh, by the way, I'm going to play the what you call
There is no escape.
the Furina story quest with everyone. How to? Huh? Oh, Euro account. Oh, this is cool. Hả? Quảng cáo? Hello? Oh, Nabia. I would like to have Nabia.
Fire hazard.
Nice. 啊，很多广告吗？我这里没看到诶，还是说我自己的广告？Do you guys see advertisement? Yeah, I can tell Nabia's gameplay is interesting. But the reason why I want Nabia is that I'm going to collect every character.
Add Astro.
Yeah, I'm collecting all characters, by the way. Guarantee? What is that? Is that guarantee? Uncle Ram big correction. Well, I mean, sadly, I don't have money for it, but yeah, I'm trying. As you can see, I lack of a few characters though. I'm very sad I didn't get Ryo 3 by the way, but I'm trying to get Furina instead. Yeah, I'm going to get Furina by the way. It's okay, sorry. It's fine. We understand that. Oh, you are going to get C1 YOC? That's cool. Honestly, I haven't get YOC though. Hold on. Let's go. Hey everyone.
One with nature.
Actually, oh, to be honest, I don't really know how to use engine though. Engine 我还不太会用。
Break a leg.
Cascade.
I don't really know the gameplay of engine by the way, so it might be hard for me. But I'm trying my best. You got Nahida? Oh my god, congratulations! You know what? I'm trying to get Nahida as well. I do have Nahida, but I want to see one. And to be fair, I want Raider Shogun weapon as well. Oh my god, I'm now in the flu and my brain
Time
stopped.
to go.
Yeah. Goodbye, hero.
Your grand finale. Everybody stand back. Let's.
Be still.
Okay, bye. You got Mona? Oh wow, you got Mona.去狗为别人付出，自由是银河情书，红樱恋恋天流星，次次如潮汐，
Break a leg.
爱情。
Unleash.
Go away.
Cascade.
I'm singing Yunjin's song. Don't interrupt me, please. Frozen. What are you going to Frozen, brother?
Unleash. Wind strike. Let's light it up.
Coming Santo Ultra. Suyu, be still.
Strike is one.
We've only just begun. You can't run.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh? Into the wind.
Come here, my boy. Hi, honey.
There you are. Everybody stand back. One with nature. Observe. Break a leg.
As one with wind and cloud. Mind the daily. Be still.
Titu Nahida. Okay. That's good. The more, the merrier. I don't know what you're talking about, babe, but I want you to die. Very nice. You want to see to Nahida? Nahida is nice though. I can tell. I would like to have Nahida though. Okay, it's time to start Furina. Oh, I forget Liosi, I haven't do it yet. Catherine!
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
You are friend now. Who is your friend, Paimon? You are annoying, by the way.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Looking for a challenge, I see.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues, and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
Finding a volunteer.
That's
okay.
right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience to—
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester?
Oh, requester.
He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourself.
They are adventure,
but
not
you might be
actor.
able
I
to
can
help him figure
tell.
out another solution.
I mean,
Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
I can relate it,
Oh,
but the thing is
it's
there.
that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon. Paimon approves, let's go!
I don't need your approval, Paimon. Oh, Catherine. I see what you are
Are
doing.
you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals.
Ah, I see. It's okay. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame. That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind
Aww.
ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you?
Lady.
Yeah. This is supposed to be our
Catherine.
final show
Oh,
together as a
Catherine.
troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still—
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. What if we—
please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor.
Oh my god.
And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Who you are thinking? Furina?
Oh, wait! What about... you know who? That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina.
Her. You're... That was a joke, right?
Furina.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
Acting for high 100
You're
years,
not
she
wrong there.
is.
She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours. Well, yes. Fair enough. I'm sure everyone in our troupe is... Of course, it all depends on what...
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Thank you for your help.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's
As it happens, I have her current address here.
Oh,
I
Catherine,
can provide
thank
it to
you. Yeah, Furina already acting for 500 years. I don't think she need to act
I came
anymore.
over when things were starting to sound more promising.
But if
I thought I
she
should be at
is
the ready
an
in case my
actress, I
assistance
would
is
like to
needed.
see.
It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina.
Let's go find Farina, daughter of water.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Farina.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Pour you a glass of water. Do you know what is the water? I don't know. Farina, oh Farina, where are you, woman? My pretty lady, come here.
Did Catherine really give us the right
Ah,
address?
saw her.
She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot
Hey,
when
Farina.
you're denigrating their abode.
Okay, when did popping on a thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
You are the one who
I
said
was just out on
something.
a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple,
Now
traditional
she
home
can do-
cooking
she can be
quite delicious
herself.
too. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week.
I hope
macaroni
not
bolognese
like
the
this
next.
the last time in
Sounds like
Sumeru.
you're really struggling to cope.
What happened in the Sumeru though?
How rude! Questioning
How
my cooking
rude.
skills. The audacity. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre fossilor or
Oh, the cake.
blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt
The-
so
you know the
inclined.
French name is very
Ah,
complicated
there it
for
is.
me.
You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here?
What are you?
I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at
Farina,
my
you're so
evolved
proud, but
embrace.
I love it.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry, we're sorry. Please don't be mad. Yeah, exactly. With the trip. Hang on a sec. You weren't exactly holding back either.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine.
Farina
I'll
with short hair
spare
is
you
cute.
the
Yeah, she
lecture
is.
about your attitude just
Now, yeah,
now.
her toy is teapot.
So tell me,
I don't
what
understand that. Sorry, but
specifically
okay.
makes this matter so specific? I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. Of course, that can't be undone now, but at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who...
However, it's a one-off. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself. So I'm not going to perform.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fan. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the...
Nope.
Short and to the point.
I've never been great since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand.
You are
thinking
just
about
being
every
mean to
possible
Furina,
grade on
by the way.
other side.
Well, is there anything else we can do?
I also want her in my
Really means a
keyboard,
lot to
okay?
The guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear?
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just... Yeah, I guess that's all...
Toodaloo.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision.
Yeah, I think she got a lot of
Brings back
trauma
too many
though.
painful memories now.
Chongyun,
Huh?
oh my god.
What's going on? Are they arguing?
Argue.
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again.
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for...
And that gives you the right to make a decision.
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came. Excuse me, but can you?
Sorry. I was just dealing...
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to...
I see. You see, our leading lady...
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get...
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission...
Look, this is the last chance we have. So, are you...
Yes, I'm completely confident. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself
Oh
included.
my god.
You're right.
That's sad to this
sorry.
fan actually.
I let myself get too worried about the show.
Nahida,
I should have asked for your
okay.
permission first.
Oh, you call her Nahi?
All's well that ends well. Sounds like
cool.
the show will go on. Sure.
Woman, why you are here?
How did you? I was just passing by because I realized I
That's
forgot
cute.
a couple of items on the. All right, I'm coming.
Oh my god,
Hello, one and
it's
all.
funny.
I couldn't help it.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation.
Okay, you are a
mentioned.
Sunday, woman.
Yes,
You are a
a teensy
Sunday.
bit concerned. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position, and all before I even had a full grasp of the
Caught in
situation.
4K. Oh my.
Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
Yes, she is.
I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any
Full
of that
Sunday. Yes, she is. Hobby never be able to. Yeah, I can tell.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then,
Like-
to make matters worse, you caught me.
I think
But in
I
any
think Furina
case,
didn't know how
it
to
sounds like the
handle
issue has
trouble, by the
already
way.
been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a
She
heart
needs
attack.
time to handle
I mean,
us.
how could we be worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe.
Aww.
I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
Oh my
We all
god.
believe that, but
I would like to
some
have a
things
look.
are
May you
just
send a
beyond our
screenshot for me?
control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the
O'Reilly.
founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts
Oh,
that the true
the
culprit
serial
was brought to
disappearance
justice.
of a woman.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were
Me.
what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength.
I think that's
Things
sad,
were really
though.
looking up for us.
Like, Bashe just
And
ruined
then
everyone's
disaster
life.
struck.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
After
Bashe.
that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
That's sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale,
So you
I
are
can
going
no
to be
longer
actress?
stand by and
Okay,
do nothing.
Farina.
Farina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most
Okay.
definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
Let me have a look.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is
Oh
that
my
you tell
God!
me some more about
This
the life
is-
and work of your late
Oh my
director.
God! I love it.
Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the opera Epicles is that there's
Hi,
a lot
Lace,
you
Eric.
don't see when you observe everything
You look,
from
you
the
look
eye.
nice with Farina
The
though.
law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Hi, Mon, you are rude.
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Why they are scared of Farina though? You see, like Traveler even pull her hand just like that. I don't see any problem with Farina though. Why everyone need to scared of her? Pow pow pow, 向前跑。Let's go. That's cozy.
Huh? Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello, all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting our production of the Little Oceanid.
Everyone call her
in the role
Miss, though.
of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
Miss Farina de Fontaine. Yeah.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story
I feel like
is a young
this is
Oceanic
about
who
Farina, by the
transforms
way.
herself into
This
human
story
form,
obviously about
despite the
Farina.
protests of her family. She
Hi,
longed to live
YQ.
just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good.
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have...
We still haven't decided between a happy ending.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. And one last thing. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the
Huh. Although...
What opportunity?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making
Oh my
me all
god, Farina,
flustered.
why you are...
Although, not in a
Yeah,
bad
when you
way.
get compliment, you'll be like that,
I
huh?
suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago, said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago.
Poisson.
But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson? Nothing. I suppose my presence. So alone.
I think that
Poisson.
I think that she's trying to be how to say. I think she's trying to try hard,
You're off
not
to Poisson to
be.
find Paulo, right?
People might discriminate her in Poisson though. I don't know if I pronounce it correct or not.
Pressure's on
Poisson.
now. We gotta make sure we're fully prepared.
Poisson. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Poisson. 啊。
Up and away.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the...
You came all the way.
All right. Forget...
Nice try.
Okay, then.
So, as expected, he's missed.
The ending is one of the, even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure
Hey,
enough, here you
Navia.
are.
Pretty
And
lady.
Farina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should to avoid upsetting the peace. I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well,
That's
what do you
nice.
expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all. Like my father before
Navia,
me.
I'm going to pull you, by the way.
That was all. Look after her now.
Oh my god.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up
Oh
there.
my god. Oh my
I
god.
don't have any
感谢
friends
神
that I can be
哦
frank and honest with. So maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
神龙，感谢 Oh my god。其实我2周年一直打原神的，然后有 Part 2啊，其实，这个礼拜会有 Part 2。What are you looking
I'm so
at?
grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, it's always easiest to just run away from your problem.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up.
Yeah, I'd be lying. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the...
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
I can't let myself see...
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula?
Go away, you old people. Don't look at our phone, bitch. 神龙，在干嘛？哎，我也是蛮想神龙的。
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing
看我直
stroll.
播啊，感
And
恩。
here I am dumping all this
哇，
heavy
吃什
stuff
么啊？
on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be.
哇，想吃
As
哎，
I
你有
stand
煮给
here
我
by
吃
the。ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my one after another. People were taken by the water. All they thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would
来
save
呀，
them
你
from
来呀，
harm.
你来呀。
And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince. But then the floodwaters finally came.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments. Eventually, I realized, fortunately, everyone rose to their, but on some level, freedom.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it.
Reward? I guess so. And back then, I was scared of someone recognizing. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one who can. I had to keep all my feelings.
Oh,
all my
Farina.
curiosity about
Let me
life
kill
to
the people
myself.
of Poison for you.
No, that's what I really meant when I said I'm.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a...
Could you please get off my case?
Paimon,
I don't know
can you
what's
shut
gotten into
up?
you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. I do. At least the choice is in my hand. All right, it's about time to head back.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check...
If the people of Poison going to look at what I'm going to kill them. No matter they are from Mario or Navia, sorry, I will kill them.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your... I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch...
Oh no. Look,
又在吵架 ，Oh my god！
we're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment, and Paulo's nearly done.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he... outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Paimon,
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like, if you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one.
oh my
You
god！
will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
Oh，
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be
oh,
lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
yes she
It
is.
was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice, and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and then one day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
There are too many stupid in
Let
the
me
world.
guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe
I will go to
and
a
your wonderful
restroom for a
director.
while after
I just
after
wanted to do
this part.
something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid, she finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers are withering. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it. And in the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has
Consciousness? You mean...
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, the little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for...
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to...
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a...
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner.
There's actually something else that bothered. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance. If we're serious about dedicating... What a...
That sounds like too cruel of an end.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. But we looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called...
But doesn't the way she's...
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts...
Vilma? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by...
Grief? Because... Well,
What?
It's time to be upfront with you
Oh
all.
wow,
No more
gossip.
keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be... I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as
That's
potential
sad, I think.
romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything.
Yes.
It was what I was
Oddly
expecting to hear.
familiar, like
So I told
someone
her
wearing
I'd always be
blue.
there for the troop, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come. Oh, Paulo. So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make...
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final
Yeah,
performance,
she's a great mother
I'll do
for me.
whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Wait me for a while. Let me go to the restroom, by the way.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
I'm back. Oedipus? Why Oedipus? Sorry guys, having a flu, so I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I'm okay. No
This is
ping.
tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can...
Those are...
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
Oh my god. I never knew that.
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her powers.
Precisely. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
Hey, lay off already. I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Aww. Too.
Sorry to leave all the.
Don't worry,
This is order.
Inazuma shiny
Okay, done. Okay, done. More.
There is no escape.
Time for a light show. Here come the fireworks.
Silence.
Illusion shattered. Ha! Ha!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you
Oh.
there?
Electra.
Oh,
I
it's you
didn't know
guys.
that.
Wait, what's Lady?
I can explain.
So, you think if I open this can of worms now,
Vilma, unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now,
Maybe I
I've made
should
up my
Google it
mind to
later.
put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional...
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but so, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to, it seemed like a win-win. So I said yes to it on the spot. The drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes, but she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting. The merchant was furious. I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped. But things only got worse. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got a
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean, you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her! How could you be so stupid?
Oh, chill now.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I
think we should stop this
Beat
quarrel.
me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
That's enough! You
Whoa,
screamed and
woman.
shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters, to shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her, and that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Very good explanation.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Villemont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Okay, let me see.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Thank you, Maluzin.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just...
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read them.
I feel so bad to those women though.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Oh, let's see. Because
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanic?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. I'm sure this is what the troop... She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love.
Shopping.
And she truly
Quá
deserved
sang
it.
shopping nào.
Let's go. It's time for them to
Shopping
learn Director
à,
Aurelie's
cái
final
gì
thoughts.
Shopping cái mà shopping. Hello.
Looks like no more free coffee for tea. Coffee is life.
啊，罗宾你在干嘛？罗宾？呀，在发呆啊，好可爱啊！哎，别发呆了，别发呆了。Buy some food to eat together, I guess. 边整理东西边看你怎么好诶。
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and
Even in the last moments of her life,
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing her. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well,
I will channel all my regret and put it. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even...
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Oh my.
And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending
我的
and
我的
get it
模型
nailed
是不是有
down
点
once
怪
and
啊
for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's...
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem with it then. I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nerilette. I know just where to find him.
Best of luck to you.
First Miss Farina, now the opera epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
来找纳维埃特。
Hey, look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the story of the little Oceanid, I will say, however, that I am surprised.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Are you okay? I am okay. I'm
This
okay.
is the first time that I've seen you
bro.
like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So in the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become the experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? Nor do I think it is any great shame. This experience is a case in point. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are...
Thanks, Nervalect.
You are very welcome.
You are hamster, bro.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Farina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Thank you, bro.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance.
Oh my god, Farina, why you speak
We
as
had to
princess?
fight every step of the way for this opportunity. But we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiumon and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come
It's amazing. Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Okay, screenshot looks nice actually. Oh wow.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
I'm exciting.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him, Hot.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back.
Is Nilbert here?
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their role. If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But
They've been getting less and less effective over time.
what? I thought they cure it.
I figured whatever it took to get...
How could you do this to yourself?
I'm sorry.
You...
Miss Farina?
Say no more. If you're sick, Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. What?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. From the sublime...
Thank you, Miss Farina.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own
Oh,
fault for getting
it's
in
time
too
to see
deep.
Farina sing.
No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but what, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure. She never once stopped believing in the beauty in this.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Okay, it's time. Oh my god, exciting.
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Oh wow. Cecilia Cara. Oh my god. It's cool.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
Oh my god.
Human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh my god, this is so pretty. Truly amazing. Thank you, Genshin.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice.
Sometimes we need to break our rules.
I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all.
She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible,
Hey, this
is
guy looks
equally
handsome
deserving
though.
of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Did anyone see where Miss Farina went? Oh, I want to get her autograph, but I can't find her anywhere.
Let's talk to everyone.
I thought Cleo's actress sang very well. Why did they swap her out at the end?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
What a surprise! Seeing Miss Farina on the stage? This ticket was money well spent.
Yeah, I agree. Say what you want about her, but she's flawless when she's on stage.
She's flawless, huh?
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance from an amateur troupe. They didn't seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Yeah, their technique could use some polish, but the performance.
Everyone is like, oh, Farina, Farina. Oh my god. Yuri 是幽灵，哎，Yuri 安哦，秋天安安得是叫多玛给，哪里初恋安安？喂，我们不是初恋安安好吗？啊，安安Yuri在干嘛？Let's go. Jayo, jayo.
You're back.
Yuri,
She's
Yuri,
doing okay.
jayo.
Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication.
How did the performance go?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after, and even though you couldn't see it through to the finals.
Well, I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we?
Oh, don't you start.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each
You both can get married.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each...
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation you could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the big...
No, we should...
Yeah. After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped...
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy you rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the—
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. Maybe Nervilette was right. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. Yeah. But from now on, I want to watch them blossom and wither. See, I'm sure this is what captivated Director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running. From the more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating.
Then it's
Go
a deal.
monster, go monster.
If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Okay, it's done.
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the passion I had when I first joined the troupe. It might turn out to be too little, too late for me. But still, this has been the experience of a lifetime.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessings, is that how humans feel about it as well?
Why are you thinking about woman?
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but...
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird. Thanks to all your help, the show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to Aurelie.
Bashe, you are the sin of this. Whoa, useful. Oh my god. I suppose I should make new birds story quest, but I feel a little bit tired actually.对啊，我很好奇，夫银那女士是不是就是变成人类的团长？她是神，不过她变人类。应该是说她本来就是人类，不过被水神诅咒之后变成不死人。现在那个神明已经死了，所以变成说她已经变成真正的人类了。 对啊，因为主线我已经走完了，所以主线剧情我走完了，所以就他已经变回人类啊。啊，我好喜欢这个兰纳罗。是你码头在这花环，沿着最亲近的字样。哎呀，我喉咙真的是。我的破木箱装满枯萎的花，放不下光与软和新鲜的愿望。如果能飞翔去高高的地方，所以就梦个望，收集爱的互相。你们还得去听原唱。哦，男人。 我碰见了有啊。Oh my god. Purina。啊，妈的！啊，给我一个，给我 Purina 可以吗？拜托，哎没，看。咚咚咚咚咚咚咚。好啦，今天的直播先到这里啦。Thank you everyone for watching today. So we'll end the stream here and. Yeah, a cute story.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is
Okay,
crisp and
pure,
while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other.
对啊，就不服气啊。
Has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be.
罗宾有啊有啊，原神已经确定要变成动漫了。
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of.
有啊，一定要确定变成动漫的，所以我也是很期待。
And cause them no.
Oh, everyone, thank you for today, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, let me rate someone, by the way. Oh, let me rate someone. Okay, let me rate YQ. There you F4. 我很难想象那个动画版里面的弗丽娜长的样。Thanks, B. 罗宾，给他打字跟你聊天。Okay, let us read. Thank you everyone for
I see the value in my
watching. We'll see you guys
but I
later.
also see the meaning
Bye.
in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Raid? Oh my god, you guys have a raid!